I think what MyMedLeads does, which is very interesting, is it's a very integrated CRM platform that really pulls a lot of important information together so you can make quality decisions. That to me is what is very powerful about the software.
The great thing is it's automatic. It transfers directly in from our websites. Before we had forms that patients would fill out requesting consultations. They would come to my email inbox. I would then have to create a spreadsheet to keep track of these people and manually input them. Now the patient actually puts in their information. I know everything about them before I even call. That way, it's in my inbox, I've got their information, I can call them, email them, schedule them right there, and it's all taken care of in one spot. I don't have to use call logs anymore. We used to go around desk to desk getting these call logs that were really inefficient. MyMedLeads has increased functionality for us tremendously. We had a lot of things we were doing that were redundant and not as fruitful as the functions have helped us with. We were doing call logs that we were having to cross-reference to see if we were keeping track of our patients, and frankly, a lot of them were still getting lost.
You can follow our patients and see how the staff is doing as they collect information from the patients and make follow-up phone calls, make the schedules, but it's a great way for us to follow everything that we need in our practice.
We use MyMedLeads to manage all the leads that come in, to see how many times they've called and to see if they've already scheduled their appointment.
Here's what I can tell you. Most physicians don't realize how many people call their office and are just not being taken care of. And I can tell you the best things about this is it helps in the management. It helps in the accountability.
The advertising dollars spent, we're able to get a lot more from that based on the ROI tracking. We were trying to figure out how much are we really spending on advertising that's coming from somewhere and benefiting us. It was hard to kind of measure that before, whereas now we know specifically this patient heard about us from here, we spend this much on it, and we can link those together and find out the true facts.
We now know what our numbers are. I've been told by people that if you don't know what your numbers are, you can't manage your numbers. I think that's really, really true. Today's business environment is increasingly becoming a direct response marketing business environment, even for local companies. If you want to be able to compete in this marketplace, you've got to know your numbers. You have to understand how to manage your information and your data. My father, his background is he was a general surgeon, and so I spent a lot of time at his office. And it was an ongoing battle trying to make sure that they were on top of the people they were communicating with, that they were turning as many prospects into patients as possible. And there wasn't any kind of technology like this. This is just a quantum leap. It's really distinctive in the marketplace. Since we've been using MyMedLeads, I can tell you for a fact, we've seen a material increase in the number of patients and appointments that we see on a daily basis.